your girl Ryatt Fienix. You're now rocking with Dead in Hip Hop.
Dead in Hip Hop. We here with Ryatt Fienix, Will Power, aka SupaHotBeats, first time artist. What up?
What's up, guys? Ryatt Fienix at the drop, first show of the tour.
So how many more tour dates do you have?
Just four. It's just like a mini tour going around the southeast.
So what's the next spot?
Birmingham, Alabama. Nobody knows that yet, so now they do.
Talk about being Will's first signee, and how long have you been with him?
I met Will in September 2011, and then we started working together immediately. And then I moved to Atlanta August 2012, still working, and then we made things official Thanksgiving 2013. So it's been about 6 or 7 months.
So what's like the biggest difference working with him and working with anybody else that you've worked with before?
He allows me to be myself, and at the same time pushing me to be different, if that makes sense. It's hard to find a producer that gets your vision. So I write and I play my music on the piano, so it's like I need my producer to understand where I want the song to go as well. So creatively, he's opened up my horizon.
Tell me, what's like the biggest change that you've had to make physically to really become an artist? You know what I'm saying? Because obviously it's a transition from it being a dream and something I want to do to actually putting that name to that paper and being like, this is my career.
Yeah. I've had to condition myself to be ready for the stage, to be ready to be well all the time, to fit into certain clothes. Like, I want sponsorships from different clothing lines, so I have to make my body presentable for that. I meet with a trainer 5 times a week. Now, I didn't before, but if you want to be the whole package and there's a certain place you want to go in life with your career, you know, you help yourself.
Talk about some of the collabs that you've had. I know a couple of the first singles, you had Rittz and you had Dizzy.
Yeah.
2 of the people that I definitely fucked with. Yeah. When I heard the songs, I was like, yo, this shit is tight.
Yeah.
So like, did you work with them in studio, or was it kind of like send it, you got it back?
Basically. With Dizzy, it was like, we had this sexy song, Don't Be Shy, that we wanted to put out, but we were like, it's missing something. We wanted a feature, and he was on tour at the time, so Will shot it to me and Dizzy shot it back the same day. He was like, I love it. Like, he didn't even say, okay, I'll do it. He just sent the verse. So we've met several times at shows and stuff like that, but he's in LA, I'm here. It was just, we never met up in the studio. That's how that one happened. And I love it. I love it. Yeah.
What about Rittz?
Rittz, I'm around him all the time, but when he did the verse, it was also last minute. So because Suicide, it ends with the gunshot, and that's where the song had ended originally. It was like a short, like 2 minute or whatever. We were talking about what song do we want to put out next, and I'm like, Suicide's my favorite. Like, it's my baby, but it's 2 minutes. It's like, and we were brainstorming people to put on it, and I was like, only one I would consider is Rittz, because he has that dark, weird, because that song is, you know what I mean? And that song means a lot to me, so I'm like, anybody that gets on it has to do it justice. Not that anybody else could have, but I was like, that's the only option right now. So he was like, I'm down. He's performing it tonight with me, so it'll be dope. I can't wait. Suicide, suicide, love, suicide.
you're working on. Would you say that's kind of the direction of the overall project, those 2 singles that you have out right now? Or like what's the total?
We actually have 3. Okay. We've got Tattoo Love, that's just me. I have the video, and then we've got Don't Be Shy and Suicide. Don't Be Shy actually won't be on there. It was a freebie. But I wrote the album at a kind of like a dark, confused time in my life. So I wouldn't say the album's dark because I have songs on there about drinking and partying and like anything I use to fight my demons. That's what I was talking about. Sex, you know, whatever. So some of the songs are dark like Suicide, and then some of them are more uplifting because towards the end of making the album I wasn't in that place anymore. So the last few songs are like we were able to come full circle. So that's why it's the Ryatt Fienix. It's like it's part of my name anyway, so it was like that's pretty much what it was. It was me coming up out of that hole. So
I know like a lot of hip-hop artists, the first album is typically already written years in advance. You have an idea. Is that kind of the same thing with you?
It's funny because like at the time, Will had promised me we're gonna do your first album because I was in school at University of South Carolina. I was like, as soon as I graduate, I'm coming down there. Like I'm 18. I mean, I'm 22. I was 18 when I started college. Sorry. But I'm like, I'm 22. It's time to get this shit on the road. Like I should have been down there at 18. So I get down here. As soon as I get down here, he's like, Yellow wants me in Nashville to work on Love Story. So I was like, okay. And he's like, I'm gonna be gone for 6 months. I was like, I didn't know anybody out here, no family, no friends, no nothing. And he's like, you know, I don't know about your project. I was like, well, this is BS. Like, we have to do this. That's what I came down here for. And he was like, all right, well then you write it. He was like, write it, have it ready when I get back. Like, kind of like, yeah. And I was like, no worries, I got it. Don't worry. And he's like, all right. Because he had brought in songwriters, and I'm like, nah, that's not what I came here to do. Like, I have a story to tell. Long story short, when he came back, he's like, you got your keyboard? I brought my 88 keys in there, and I sang everything, and he didn't make me sing everything. He was like, I think he heard like 7 or 8 songs. He was like, we're good. He's like, we're good. Like, he was hyped. So, you know, and so it was all written at the same time. I was really depressed because I had just left everything for this, and then he left. And like my relationship fell apart. You know, anything that could have happened to me because of that happened. So it was like I had a lot to write about, and I had my keyboard, and that's it. So even Tattoo Love, if you go back and listen, like you never would have known it was just acapella on the keys at first, because that's all it was. And then Will, he's just so creative, he could bring in all the other elements that we needed. But so I wouldn't say it was written in advance, but it was written at the same time.
Behind every great artist or people that start to get put on, I know that you have a pretty good team. Talk about your team and how they've molded and helped you and gave you advice or whatever to kind of get you to this point and, you know, beyond.
It's funny because like I had no team. Like I moved out here because my team like wasn't a team. Like when I moved, they were like, all right, bye. And so I came down here, it was just me, and then I was hoping Will would help me. But that wouldn't be my team, that would be my producer at the time. And that was when SupaHotBeats, we weren't sure if we were making a label or if that's just his producer name. And but now I've signed on. Now I've got Will Power, who's my producer, he co-manages me. I've got Angela, who's my manager now. She keeps everything, and it's like a blessing from God to have a woman on my team because I work with all these dudes. And then I have Brian, he's my marketing director. I have a whole lot of people that are pushing me, that are looking for things that are gonna make Ryatt better. Like, what is Ryatt? You know what I'm saying? So it's a burden off my shoulders, really, having them around.
Is it only gonna be Dizzy and Rittz featured on the album, or are you planning to bring some more people?
We're not sure yet.
Not sure yet.
Something I can't really, information I can't really release yet, but we're hoping for one, at least one, maybe 2 others. But I can't say anything. So, but we'll see. Dizzy's not gonna be on the album. That one's not there. But Rittz should be on there. But the first album, like, I feel like a lot of artists go wrong when they start pulling all these artists to get on their album, and then you got people that are just listening, like on YouTube even. Like I go look at the comments, and it's like 216, because Rittz comes in at 216. So people are skipping my part. I don't want that. I need people to listen to my story and be a fan of Ryatt, not be a fan because, you know what I'm saying? So we want the features to enhance the album, but we don't want it to take away from what, you know, the artistry is. It's the first one, so it's like, you know.
So if nobody's ever heard of Ryatt Fienix, because you are up and coming artist, nobody's ever heard of you, what can they expect the first time they put you on?
Honesty, realness. Like, there's nothing I won't talk about because I used to be that girl, like scared of everything. I'm bold. I'll give you what I'm feeling at that moment. So I would say the first thing you're gonna hear from me is just honesty. Like, damn, she did that? Like, does she mean that? So real stories coming from a real place. That's really what it is. Yeah, edgy, you know, just real. Yeah.
Well, all right, Ryatt.
Yeah.
Thank you for being on Dead End Hip Hop.
Yeah, no problem. I'm glad y'all came through.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So be on the lookout. Be on the lookout for Ryatt Fienix. Incredible artist. I've heard, you know, a lot of Will stuff. I've heard her stuff. She definitely gets the bump in the whip seal of approval. So go bump Ryatt Fienix. Peace. We rarely don't do this. I'm gonna give y'all the date. It's May 7th. The ATL to drop with Will Power putting out his first signee off of SupaHotBeats, the record label. It is a label. It is not him. He is Will Power. SupaHotBeats is the label. Ryatt Fienix is the artist. We had a whole bunch of people. It was a great time. We had Bubba Sparks here. Unfortunately, we didn't get the interview. A lot of other people we was interviewing, so time ran over. We got Big Sant. We got Rittz. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let Will Power take it from here, man.
I'm a little tipsy off that Jameson right now, but we had an absolute ball tonight, man. I'd like to thank Dead End Hip Hop for coming out. It's an incredible show, y'all know that, or y'all wouldn't be watching this. But yeah, man, tonight we showcased Ryatt Fienix and it turned out awesome. The turnout was excellent. We had a great lineup. Big Sant performed, Ebony Love performed, Shawty Fat performed, Fiend performed. Color War came out. I'm just grateful God is good, and you know, I'm just grateful that you guys came out to see what's going on. Hopefully y'all leave with a good taste.
Did you want to add anything, King?
Yeah, man, I'm good, man. I enjoyed everything I saw, man. I'm walking away impressed. So I'm looking forward to what you guys got working on. I'm looking forward to hearing more Ryatt stuff. So I'm in. I'm in, man.
You're a believer.
Yeah, hey, make sure you go follow Will Power on Twitter and Instagram. Not SupaHotBeats, Will Power. WLPR.
Yeah.
WR.
Yeah. Say that one more time.
WLPWR. Will Power. Follow Will Power on Twitter, Instagram. Follow Ryatt Fienix, Twitter, Instagram. Follow the whole team, Dead End Hip Hop. You already know. Follow your boy FIFA 247 all day, every day.